Hey guys, got the man, the myth, the legend, Simon Goosey here. We're just at his old scoreboard. The new scoreboard's over there, Simon Goosey scoreboard. So why don't you have much hair, mate? What's the reason behind that?
Well, we all know that, Sykesy, too. You know, if you kicked as many goals, you wouldn't have the hair either. You know what they do after you kick a goal, mate, and rub your head.
Very true,
That's
mate.
only a joke, though, yeah. I was lucky enough to kick a couple.
How many did you actually kick?
No, there was a few, mate. I'm not exactly sure how many, but there's, a few.
A few, absolutely. So for those that don't know, Simon was one of my coaches at the Frankston Dolphins, and I played 4 senior games underneath him, probably 30 short of probably where I thought I was at. But I'm very grateful for that time. What did you like the most about coaching a VFL side, maybe as opposed to a local side like Cranbourne or Morno?
I loved seeing the boys develop. I love seeing, like, even the players on the list now, go ahead and get drafted. Mark,
the Essendon boys.
Yeah, Mark Bagley. We had quite a few drafted. Nick Newman. Just give kids in the area an opportunity, and I suppose that's something you can look back and be proud of too.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's I think developing youth is something that I reckon you're really good at, and you obviously helping out Hibbo, and that was probably fantastic sort of opportunity, because you were a recruiter for Essendon for a few years.
Look, after Hibbo and Baggers come on board, I did a bit of state league stuff for them, so only part-time, so as I was coaching Frankston, so just a bit of part-time stuff with them.
Awesome. And next year, rolling around again with Mornington Seniors, what did you take from this year?
Look, we probably had, I've never had a year where we've had so many injuries to key players.
All the big men.
Yeah, all the big men, especially at the start of the year. And at one stage, I think we had about 24 injured one week. And but I suppose we come a long way in terms of the competition. Great competition. We lost 8 games by 10 points or less. We probably had two bad games for the year, like where Sereno got hold of us here. Frankston Bombers, we played terrible, and actually when we played you blokes, the last quarter was terrible, though it was pretty close all day. So apart from that, we could have, you square a couple of those ones earlier on, and you get a bit of confidence. So, but we did. I think we played more players than anyone in the league too, with all the injuries we had. So I suppose we've got a little bit of depth, and hopefully over the summer we recruit 1 or 2, and just to complement the boys we've got now.
Yeah, you do have a lot of good talent and depth for sure. Just on today's game, Sereno Pines, what's your gut feel, and who do you think will shape up better?
It'll be interesting. I look at it with the season being so even. The side that wins today might win in 2 weeks' time. I think both sides will play off in the grand final. It's one of those things where we've done it both ways, and sometimes Sereno having a week off, if they win today they have another week off. It's not great preparation, so it's one of those things. Look, I suppose myself, for Paddy's a good mate of mine, so I'd be hoping that Pines go through and go through that way, and they have the week off. It should be a good game though, good contested day. Crowd's building up. It should be, a really good game. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, I know. Paddy's obviously a great mate of yours and mine, and the way he's the last three or 4 years since his VFL time, he's developed Pines amazingly in my opinion, and it'd be great to see some success for the senior club and be another powerhouse of the competition like they were.
Yeah, look when Paddy took over too, they were struggling for under 19, so he's worked really hard to get a bit of depth in. But always the question was their bottom 6, and I think getting a few young blokes in has really helped that. So it'd be interesting. It'd be a game in the midfield here with interesting to see. Excuse me, Mitch and Chewy go head to head. Both are rippers at getting the ball. So when I suppose then you've got Dawes down one end, and you've got Aaron Edwards down the other end. So it's going to be a really good game. Game for the spectators. Last week was a bit one-sided, so hopefully today's nice and close. Excuse me.
Yeah, no, absolutely, mate. Well, thanks for taking the time to have a chat, mate, and all the best for the pre-season, and touch wood that there's no injuries that shaped the season the way it did this year. But as you said, it's such an even comp, and I'm looking forward to the challenge, and hopefully we're both get to play in September next year.
Yeah, look, the competition's a ripper competition. It's so even, anyone on their day, you only have to be down 5% and you lose. So I think the new format of the competition's been great, where we have relegation and promotion, and it really allows sides to go back, build up, and then come again. So, and mate, you're doing a good job on Game Face.
Thanks, mate. Just learning the caper, mate. But really enjoying the community and what you're doing for it as well, mate. So all the best, and I'll catch up with you soon.
No worries, Sykes.
Thanks, Goose.
Get your Game Face on.